So one of the things that I've done that has helped me a lot is that 3.5 years ago I started on a very strict ketogenic diet. It has changed my life. When I was younger, I never took care of myself. I never worried about the future, even though older family members and doctors were telling me you have to do this so that you stay healthy. And when you're young, we think, wow, what the heck? Who knows if I'll get it to be old? And so we don't worry about the things. But eventually, you'll have to pay back. That's the way everything works in life. And so I didn't think about it then. Well, let me put out the camera the other way, because the beauty out here is the trail, not me. But before I was, I was a skinny guy when I was in high school, and I was as skinny as a rail, like a toothpick. And then after high school, since I wasn't being that active, I started working, and the pounds started gaining at me. And then you don't worry about it. Although at the age of 22, I was out on the gyms, lifting weights and exercising and all that. I lifted a lot of weights, and I wasn't muscular by any sense, but I was very trim and had some muscles, not a lot, and that was through lifting weights. And then after, I don't know, somewhere around 28, I got me an office job. That's a bad thing. It's a good thing for more stable income, but it's a killer, because then you're in the office environment, and then I hated the constant meetings, and people sit around and eat donuts and pizza. So I did that for many years. I'm actually taking this path and walking back. Look at that sound. Believe it or not, I turn that sound on my computer at times because I have tinnitus. Ear ringing. And that sound kind of deadens the ear ringing that a person would have. So at times if it's really bad, sometimes it gets really bad, and other times I ignore it. I'm able to ignore it. But when it gets really bad, then I'll play that music on my phone while I'm sleeping, and it helps me to go to sleep. That's something I have found on the internet, and it does help. So, where was I? See, I went off on a tangent again. That's always a problem. I forget what I was saying. This is a small trail. I think it's taking me back north. But I like exploring trails, different trails. Sometimes when you're in a different trails, you see different things from a different angle. And that's what I look for. Sometimes you see things from one angle and it looks beautiful, and then you see it from a different angle and it looks really nice. Clouds are coming in, so eventually this afternoon you may get, it looks like a Learjet. It's a smaller airplane. I'll have to start coming out here early in the morning, because that's when it's cool and that's when the birds are out the most. Folks, if you like this kind of content, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like. It will help my channel. There's no fruit flies out here. This is awesome. Yesterday I tried to do some videos up at Sandia Mountains, and it was just horrible. I couldn't talk, I couldn't open my mouth, and I kept telling the fruit flies, hey, I always take a shower, I don't know why you're after me, but they didn't listen to that.